For thousands of years, humanity has been captivated by the tale of Atlantis, a city of untold wealth, power, and mystery. This legendary civilization, said to have disappeared beneath the waves in a single night, has inspired adventurers, writers, and dreamers alike. But is Atlantis a real place, or merely a cautionary tale woven by one of history's greatest philosophers? Today, we'll journey through the origins of this myth, examine the most compelling theories, and explore why this ancient mystery still holds us spellbound. The story of Atlantis begins with the writings of Plato, one of ancient Greece's greatest thinkers. Around 360 BCE, Plato wrote two dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, which described a powerful and advanced island kingdom. According to his account, Atlantis existed 9,000 years before his time, beyond the Pillars of Heracles, a term ancient Greeks used to describe the area we now know as the Strait of Gibraltar. Plato's Atlantis was an extraordinary place. Its citizens enjoyed immense technological advancements, an organized society, and a wealth of natural resources. The island was divided into concentric rings of land and water, with a magnificent palace and temples dedicated to Poseidon at its center. Yet, for all their achievements, the Atlanteans fell into moral decay, waging unjust wars and angering the gods. As punishment, the island was consumed by earthquakes and floods, disappearing into the depths of the sea. But why did Plato write this story? Was it based on fact, or was it an allegory? A fictional tale meant to warn against the dangers of greed and hubris? Historians are divided to this day. Over the centuries, countless adventurers, historians, and scientists have tried to find Atlantis. From the Mediterranean to the Caribbean, dozens of potential sites have been proposed. One of the most famous theories links Atlantis to the island of Santorini in the Aegean Sea. Santorini was home to the Minoan civilization, which was devastated by a volcanic eruption around 1600 BCE. Could this real-life disaster have inspired Plato's tale? Other researchers look to the Atlantic Ocean itself, as Plato's text suggests. Locations like the Azores, the Canary Islands, and even the Caribbean have been proposed. In the 20th century, the American psychic Edgar Cayce claimed Atlantis existed near the Bermuda Triangle and predicted it would one day rise again. And then there's the Antarctica theory, a bold idea suggesting Atlantis lies buried beneath layers of ice, preserved for millennia. While these theories spark the imagination, none have produced conclusive evidence of the lost city. Theories about Atlantis are as varied as they are fascinating. Some believe it was a real, advanced civilization that was destroyed by natural disasters. A massive tsunami, an underwater earthquake, or the eruption of a supervolcano could explain how an island might vanish so completely. Others suggest Atlantis wasn't a physical place but a symbolic representation of human ambition and its downfall. Plato may have crafted the story to illustrate his philosophical ideas, using Atlantis as a metaphor for what happens when societies grow corrupt and overreach their power. Still, there are fringe theories that capture the imagination. Some claim Atlantis was home to alien technology, giving rise to its supposed advanced society. Others suggest it was the cradle of a lost race of superhumans, whose knowledge has been scattered across the globe. Could ancient texts like the Mahabharata or the Bible contain echoes of Atlantis in their accounts of great floods and vanished civilizations? Skeptics argue that the Atlantis story is just that, a story. There's no archaeological evidence of an advanced civilization from 9,000 years before Plato's time. Additionally, Plato's descriptions of Atlantis are inconsistent with geological records. For instance, No landmass larger than Libya and Asia combined could have existed in the Atlantic Ocean without leaving traces. Instead, many historians believe that Plato's account was inspired by real events, such as the eruption of Thera or the fall of the Minoan civilization. These historical disasters could have been passed down through oral traditions, growing into legends over time. So, why does the legend of Atlantis persist, even in the face of skepticism? Part of its appeal lies in its mystery. The idea of a lost civilization hidden beneath the waves tantalizes our imagination and speaks to our desire to uncover the unknown. Atlantis also represents the ultimate cautionary tale, one that warns us about the consequences of arrogance, greed, and neglect of nature. From Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea to Disney's Atlantis: The Lost Empire, this myth has permeated modern culture, inspiring art, literature, and even video games. Atlantis is no longer just a story. It's a symbol of exploration and wonder. Whether Atlantis was a real place, a philosophical allegory, or a combination of both, its story reminds us of the power of myth to shape our understanding of the past. It also challenges us to keep exploring, to question what we know, and to embrace the mysteries that lie beyond. What do you think? Is Atlantis a historical enigma waiting to be solved, or just a story from the ancient world? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Together, we'll continue to unravel history's greatest mysteries.